Welcome to man over the cringes. We're back with Genshin Impact. I was doing some SANDRONE farming. Give me a second. Right. Where's she at? Where is she at? There. Yes! Yahtzee! Get in, go! Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. On the beach.
Alright, it should be around here. Give me some space. I'll activate the water insulating mechanism.
And I'll activate sitting on my ass over there in that patch of weeds, seaweeds. That.
The what? Hélène, much like Renee, had long predicted that the water levels in Fontaine would rise.
Okay.
Thanks to his expertise in mechanics, he was able to implement a few simple measures to protect our home from flooding. I told him there was no need, that I would just move when the water rose too high.
But here we are. Back exactly where he thought you'd be.
But it would seem he knew a day like this would come. Back when I lived here, it was my job to tend to the potted plants and flower beds. Still growing strong even after all this time. Who would have thought? If the weather was nice, I would take Hélène out in his wheelchair and we would go for a walk. Before long, we started bringing Polonia along too. Come to think of it, I was the only one who could get around easily back then. Polonia always got stuck at some point, and it was up to me to launch a rescue mission.
Those sound like happy memories.
Happy? I suppose they were. Uneventful, but pleasant. Repetitive, but peaceful. It was like living in a world where time didn't exist.
You know, for anyone besides me, to say that to them would be cruel.
Of course, that was all just an illusion. Death still awaits all of us at the end.
Yeah, I don't know who you talking about, but I know Death. I've met them. Her, technically. She's not coming for me, alright? Alright, cool. At least we're seeing eye to eye here.
Oh, alright, enough standing around. Let's head inside. Yep, this place is exactly how I left it. Nothing has changed.
She always has a distant, deadpan look on her face, and I'm gonna be honest, it suits her way too much. Oh, right, SANDRONE. I have something to give back to you.
What is it?
Your notebook.
Huh? How did you get... Oh, Arlecchino gave it to you, didn't she?
And I read every page. I know what you secretly think about me, and what you secretly think about Columbina. Why do you think I've been helping you this entire time?
And you... read the whole thing. Just so you know, a lot of that was written a long time ago. At that very desk, to be exact.
Yes, then what about the recent editions? What, are you gonna tell me Polonia was writing them in it?
Anyway, since you've already read it, you should just hold on to it. I can always start a new one.
Me keeping your diary sounds like a confession. Is that a confession, Paimon?
Well, feel free to look around. I'm going to start looking for the gift Hélène mentioned. Oh, but be careful with the stuff around here. I'm not saying you can't touch anything. Just try not to choke on the dust.
Technically, you would count as anything, so if I touch you, provided I don't choke on the dust, that should be cool, alright?
Polonia.
Few old toys that appear to be math-related. There are also some complex mathematical puzzles on the table.
Oh, I played with these when I was little.
How does that exactly work? Did he, upgrade you from chibi to now? Paimon, I'm confused. Initiate brain-flowing juices. Paimon proceeds to massage Aether's head. Thank you, Paimon.
During the first few months after I was created, At first, Hélène and I would play together, but it didn't take long for me to become unbeatable. So, Polonia and I played together instead.
Yeah, these don't look like Paimon's kind of games.
The answer's 42. It always is.
Logic and math puzzles? Those happen to be my specialty.
42, Paimon.
It's been so long. What do you say? Should we play a few rounds?
Sure, you pick the game.
Let's go with this one. The gears on the left are stacked from largest to smallest. The goal is to move them to the other side in the fewest number of moves.
Alright.
Just remember, you can't stack a bigger gear on top of a smaller one.
Oh man, I'm sick, bro. Don't ask me to do this shit. Ugh. Done. Don't know how much
Looks like it
moves
took
that
you a
was.
few extra moves. My first attempt was the same. You'll get better with practice.
I actually locked the fuck in, bro. I was not in the mood to do that.
Well, what did you think of the game?
It was fun. I think it was fun.
You showed quite a bit of promise, too. We should do this again sometime. There are other puzzles we could try.
I'm gonna be honest. Dude, hanging out with SANDRONE and just solving math puzzles sound like a lot of fun. Like, the only other character has propositioned me like this has been Sitlali. You're up there, SANDRONE. Just letting you know, you're up there. You beat Olachino by a mile. Look, Olachino's downside is that she looks like Fuhua, alright? She looks like Fuhua. I hate Fuhua. It's simple as that. Some sort of mechanical workbench covered in all sorts of tools. Nothing like a novice like me could make heads or tails of. Bullshit, Aether. Believe in yourself.
This was Elend's workbench. Later on, of course, it became mine. It's where both Polonia and I were brought to life. Before Elend was bedbound, this is where he would teach me about mechanics. I would sit and listen, chiming in with questions here and there.
And this is the reason why China is eventually gonna win. Because the AI future waifu bots that are coming out are gonna be so advanced, everybody will have a SANDRONE. Am I wrong? Think about it. However, the next pushing forward, VR, AR, and like proper virtual, like, integrated reality. Say I go to that, right? IR. And you're gonna tell me that they're gonna half-ass that shit? Please. This is the start. It starts with virtual reality shit, and then we end up with uploading your wife from virtual reality into your waifu bot, and then off you go into the wind, I guess.
Later on, when he got too sick, I took over and would work on Polonia here.
Alright. Some yellow pieces of paper and what look like letters.
Oh, these are some of Elend's drafts from his later years. Just casual doodles, really. And these are just some unimportant letters. I couldn't be bothered to sort through them before I left.
Unimportant, huh? Doesn't sound unimportant to me. A faded old picture. It's Elaine and her sister, right?
Wait, the people in this picture look kind of familiar.
Ah,
Oh, this was taken when Elend and Renee were both still
That's
at the
not what
Fontaine
we mean.
Research Institute.
that's not what I mean.
Before
We mean, and
their
you know
falling
that.
out.
Purple hair, guns. Who exactly does that look like, SANDRONE?
In his later years, Elend would often sit by the fireplace and stare at this picture.
Does that
wearing
mean-
an expression somewhere between guilt and longing?
Does that mean SANDRONE is technically related to Navia? No? Technically, yes. Yeah, I think I'm right on this.
He said he sometimes regretted not helping his friend when he needed it most. Even if just to stop him.
Wow, this house is filled with so many memories. It's so cozy and charming.
But kind of lonely. SANDRONE? How long exactly did you spend here alone with Polonia?
You should have seen it in its prime, when people actually lived here. A lit fireplace, a steaming cup of coffee. That's the real deal. You know, we also used to have a mechanical piano that Elend built.
Did it play itself?
Oh, how chic.
Is there a reason why Paimon used the word cheek? You don't know either? Yeah, don't look at me, SANDRONE. I don't know either.
Elend never played it much. He probably wasn't able to at that point.
But he could perfectly do backflips in his wheelchair.
But I managed to teach myself. Music theory is essentially math after all. Once you learn the patterns, it's not really that difficult.
Alright, what about the instrument? I'll sing next to you. I'm pretty good at singing. Bring it.
I loved perusing Alain's collection of classical music. The chords and harmonies felt like individual mathematical puzzles. It was fascinating. So I did some composing as well.
So this is what happened to the Hangout events. You know what? I'm not gonna miss them. This is way better. This is way better.
But as Alain
Way better?
continued to deteriorate, even the sound of music began to grate on his nerves. So I got rid of the piano.
Did you just yeet the piano out of a window? Or why didn't you just store it somewhere? Create a separate soundproof box that you could play piano in? It feels like you took the extreme route of something that he could have easily solved with the easier solution.
Aww.
Don't awe, Paimon. Do not awe. She did this to herself.
Back then, I assumed a piano was like an ordinary clothing rack, commonplace in every home and easily replaceable. It was only after I left that I realized how hard a good piano is to find.
Ah, I see. Suffering from success. Understood. Have a nice day.
Enough about that. Alain's gift should be just in here. The only things undisturbed before I left were a few of his personal belongings.
You mean he's Dildo Robot 9000. Understood. Yeah, I'm passing out while I'm doing this because my medication's kicking in. So I'm gonna end this here and we'll continue the next video. See you, man, with the cringers. I want you to like, subscribe, smack a face with the keyboard a couple of times so notifications to always check out all links in the description, especially our main channel, Just the Gamers, where I'm playing God of War Ragnarok currently. And yeah, pray for me. Your notebook.
Huh? How did you get... Oh, Arlecchino gave it to you, didn't she?
And I read every page. I know what you secretly think about me and what you secretly think about Columbina. Why do you think I've been helping you this entire time?